Zinedine Zidane, the Maestro's Odyssey, a professional football life.
Introducing the myth of Zizou. Zinedine Zidane. The very name evokes a sense of mystique and unparalleled artistry in the world of football. Known affectionately as Zizou, he transcended the boundaries of sport, becoming a global icon whose elegance, vision, and impact on the game were nothing short of legendary. His career was a captivating blend of sublime skill, quiet determination, and moments of fiery passion that etched his presence into the collective memory of fans worldwide. This narrative journey delves deep into the professional football life of Zinedine Zidane, aiming to unravel the layers of the man behind the magic. It explores his humble origins, traces the pivotal moments that defined his illustrious career, examines his evolution as a player, and analyzes the profound cultural impact and enduring legacy he left on the beautiful game. Beyond the statistics and trophies, this exploration seeks to understand the complex character, the triumphs, the controversies, and the lesser-known facts that shaped the Odyssey of one of football's most unforgettable figures.
Humble beginnings, from La Castellane to professional debut.
Origins in Marseille. Zinedine Zidane was born on June 23, 1972 in Marseille, France. His parents, Smail and Malika, were immigrants from the Berber-speaking region of Kabylie in northern Algeria, who had moved to Paris in 1953 before settling in Marseille. Zidane grew up in the challenging environment of La Castellane, a district of Marseille known for its high crime rates and deprivation. Despite the tough surroundings, his family was not impoverished, and Zidane often expressed immense pride in his dual heritage. He stated, "I am proud of being French, but also very proud of having these roots and this diversity." This blend of identities and the demanding upbringing instilled in him a fierce work ethic. His father, Smail, a warehouseman and security guard, taught him a crucial life lesson. An immigrant must work twice as hard as anybody else, that he must never give up. This early instruction profoundly influenced Zidane's relentless pursuit of excellence throughout his career. The challenging environment of his youth and his immigrant background deeply influenced his character, including the occasional displays of temper that would mark his career. His passion and protectiveness, often seen as a volatile side, were deeply rooted in these formative experiences and a fierce pride in his identity and his family. This complex interplay of his background and temperament made him a more nuanced figure than a simple sporting hero. Early footballing steps. Zidane's journey into football began at the tender age of 5, playing with other children in the main square of his neighborhood. This early immersion in street football, where creativity and improvisation were paramount, laid the foundation for his exceptional ball control and vision. He joined his first local club, US Saint-Henri, at age 10 and later moved to SO Septem-le-Vallon. As a young boy, Zidane idolized players from Olympique Marseille, a prominent club in his hometown. Figures like Enzo Francescoli, after whom he would later name one of his sons, Jean-Pierre Papin, and Blaž Slišković were his early inspirations. The Marseille football scene in the 1970s and 80s was vibrant, with Olympique de Marseille winning French Cup trophies and league titles, attracting world-class players like Didier Deschamps and Eric Cantona. This provided a powerful local source of inspiration for an aspiring footballer. For Zidane, football was more than just a pastime. It served as a lifeline away from the potential pitfalls of his challenging environment. The impoverished start in life and the tough area with high levels of crime and deprivation meant that football offered a structured path and a sense of purpose. It allowed him to channel his energy and talent into a positive outlet, providing a means to forge an identity and achieve success through his dedication and hard work, rather than succumbing to the negative influences that surrounded him. His tunnel vision infatuation with the simplicities of the sport highlights how deeply he committed to this path from a very young age.
A.S. Khan, The Discovery. At the age of 14, Zidane's exceptional talent caught the eye of Jean Varad, a scout from A.S. Khan, during a French Football Federation training camp. This pivotal moment led him to joining the club, and he made his professional debut for Khan on May 18, 1989, just a month shy of his 17th birthday. His early days at Khan were not without challenges, particularly concerning his temper. Zidane was described as raw and sensitive, prone to attack spectators who insulted his race or family. In one notable instance, he spent his first weeks at Khan on cleaning duty as a punishment for punching an opponent who mocked his ghetto origins. His first coach, Jean Varad, recognized this fiery streak and encouraged him to channel his anger and focus on his own game. This guidance marked an early, conscious effort to temper his volatile side, a process that would continue throughout his career. This period demonstrates that his later, more controlled demeanor on the pitch was a result of deliberate development and mentorship, rather than an innate characteristic. It highlights a recurring theme in his journey, a struggle with and eventual mastery over his temper, a control that would famously break in his final professional match. Zidane scored his first professional goal on February 10, 1991, a milestone celebrated by the club chairman, who gifted him a car. In his first full season with Khan, the club achieved a historic feat, qualifying for the UEFA Cup by finishing fourth in the league, marking their first ever European berth. This early success underscored his immediate impact and foreshadowed the heights he would reach.
Forging the Maestro, Bordeaux and Juventus.
Rise at Bordeaux, 1992 to 1996. Following Cannes' relegation, Zinedine Zidane transferred to Girondins de Bordeaux in 1992, embarking on a 4-year spell that would solidify his reputation as a burgeoning talent. At Bordeaux, Zidane truly began to flourish, evolving from a promising youngster into a midfield maestro. He scored 39 goals in 179 appearances across all competitions during his time there. It was during this period that his distinctive playmaking style began to take definitive shape. He formed crucial midfield combinations with teammates Bixente Lizarazu and Christophe Dugarry. These partnerships became a recognizable trademark of both the Bordeaux team and, notably, the French national team that would later achieve global success in 1998. This development illustrates his progression beyond individual brilliance, showcasing a growing understanding of team play and tactical influence. This period laid the essential groundwork for his later reputation as a visionary playmaker, demonstrating that his genius was not merely innate, but also meticulously honed through experience and collaborative dynamics on the pitch. Under Zidane's influence, Bordeaux achieved notable success, winning the 1995 Intertoto Cup and reaching the final of the 1995-96 UEFA Cup, where they finished as runner-up to Bayern Munich. These achievements underscored his increasing importance to his teams and his ability to drive them to significant competitive levels.
The Italian Crucible, Juventus, 1996 to 2001. In 1996, Zidane made a significant move to Italian powerhouse Juventus for a fee of £3 million. This transfer was heavily influenced by the legendary Michel Platini, a former Juventus star, who was so impressed by Zidane's stellar performance against AC Milan in the UEFA Cup that he personally recommended him to Juventus owner Gianni Agnelli. Joining Serie A, arguably the world's most competitive league at the time, placed Zidane in a demanding environment where his skills would be rigorously tested. During his 5 seasons with Juventus, Zidane achieved considerable domestic success, winning 2 Serie A titles, 1996-97, 1997-1998, the Italian Super Cup, the UEFA Super Cup, and the Intercontinental Cup. Despite these numerous accolades, a notable void remained in his trophy cabinet, the UEFA Champions League. Juventus reached the Champions League final twice during his tenure, 1997 and 1998, but failed to win on both occasions. This recurring frustration over the elusive European crown would become a significant driving force, shaping his future career decisions and highlighting his growing ambition for the ultimate club prize. The narrative here is one of individual excellence seeking collective European validation, which would eventually lead him to Real Madrid.
The 1998 Ballon d'Or. Zidane's exceptional performances for Juventus, combined with his pivotal role in France's historic World Cup triumph, culminated in him being awarded the prestigious 1998 Ballon d'Or. This individual accolade, along with his FIFA World Player of the Year awards in 1998, 2000, and 2003, firmly established him as the world's premier player. This period demonstrates a powerful interplay between his club and national team success in amplifying his global recognition. His consistent excellence at Juventus, where he showcased his elegant playmaking, vision, passing range, and exquisite ball control, provided the foundation. However, it was his defining moments on the grandest international stage, the World Cup, that propelled him to universal acclaim. This causal relationship illustrates how success on both club and international fronts can mutually reinforce a player's standing, cementing their status as the world's best and a truly iconic figure. His ability to perform at the highest level for both club and country showcased a rare consistency and profound impact.
French glory and global stardom. World Cup 1998 and Euro 2000.
The summer of 1998, World Cup victory. The 1998 FIFA World Cup, hosted by France, provided the ultimate stage for Zinedine Zidane to cement his legacy as a national hero. The tournament was a dramatic journey for Zidane and the French team. In the group stage match in Saudi Arabia, he received a red card for a stamp, becoming the first French player to be sent off in a World Cup finals match. This early setback created significant tension and doubt, as France had to navigate 2 knockout matches without their key playmaker. However, upon his return, Zidane delivered a performance that would become etched in football history. In the final against the reigning champions and favorites, Brazil, Zidane scored 2 pivotal goals, both headers from corner kicks. These goals were instrumental in securing France's dominant 3-0 victory, clinching their first ever World Cup title. His performance in the final earned him the Man of the Match award. This sequence of events, from the early red card to his decisive performance in the final, created a powerful narrative of redemption. It underscored his exceptional ability to perform under immense pressure and deliver in the most crucial moments, solidifying his reputation as a big-game player. His capacity to rebound from a significant disciplinary issue and then single-handedly influence the outcome of the World Cup final demonstrated a mental fortitude and a unique ability to rise to the occasion when it mattered most. The victory transformed him into an instant national hero, with over 1 million people celebrating on the Champs-Élysées, and he was subsequently awarded the Legion of Honor.
Symbol of a new France. Zidane's triumph in the 1998 World Cup extended far beyond the football pitch, profoundly impacting French society and culture. As a second-generation Algerian Frenchman, he became a potent symbol of France's diverse population and the potential for successful integration within a multicultural nation. His image was famously projected onto the Arc de Triomphe, a powerful visual representation of his elevated status. He used his platform to make a significant statement, declaring the team's victory the most beautiful response to intolerance. This directly addressed the racial discrimination that had been prevalent in France, including disparaging comments from politicians about the national team's diverse composition. His ability to balance his loyalty to his Algerian roots with his dedication to France resonated deeply with the public, confirming a merging of cultures that many French fans were experiencing. One scholar even noted that Zidane, quote, does more with the motion of his hips than 10 or 15 years of policies of integration, unquote. This demonstrates how individual sporting success can have profound, far-reaching social and political implications, acting as a catalyst for national self-reflection and unity. His carefully managed public persona, portraying him as a family man with strong values, further enhanced his appeal across diverse demographics. He became a figure of hope and identity, redefining what it meant to be French, and inspiring both young and old, rich and poor, by proving that anything can be made possible through sports.
Euro 2000 dominance. 2 years after the World Cup triumph, Zidane continued to lead the French national team to unprecedented success at UEFA Euro 2000. France's victory made them the first team since West Germany in 1974 to simultaneously hold both the World Cup and the European Championship. Zidane was the undisputed star of the tournament, scoring 2 crucial goals: a magnificent bending free kick against Spain in the quarterfinal, and a golden goal penalty against Portugal in the semifinal. His overall performance was so dominant that UEFA named him Player of the Tournament, drawing comparisons to Diego Maradona's individual impact at the 1986 World Cup. This period marked the pinnacle of both Zidane's individual brilliance and the collective synergy of the French national team. His sustained influence and ability to dictate play from midfield, coupled with his decisive contributions in critical matches, elevated an already talented squad. This sustained period of success, with a truly world-class playmaker at its heart, highlights how a single player's exceptional talent can elevate an entire team to historic achievements, demonstrating a rare blend of individual artistry and collective effectiveness. The Galactico era, Real Madrid and the iconic volley.
World record transfer. In 2001, Zinedine Zidane made a monumental move to Real Madrid for a then world record transfer fee of 77.5 million euros. This transfer was not merely a club acquisition, it was a cornerstone of Florentino Perez's ambitious Galacticos policy. This strategy aimed to assemble a team of the world's most recognizable and marketable football superstars, including Luis Figo, Ronaldo Nazario, and David Beckham, to dominate both on and off the pitch. The story of Zidane's signing is famously anecdotal, highlighting the audacious nature of Perez's vision. At a Euro Gala in August 2000, Perez reportedly passed Zidane a napkin with a simple question: "Would you like to play for Real Madrid?" Zidane's immediate yes on the same napkin set in motion the negotiations that would ultimately lead to his record-breaking transfer from Juventus in the summer of 2001. This seemingly informal exchange underscores the direct, almost personal approach Perez took to acquire these global icons. This period marked a significant shift in the economics of football, where individual players became global brands and commercial assets. The exorbitant transfer fees and the Galacticos philosophy established a new precedent for how clubs valued and pursued talent. Beyond purely tactical considerations, marketability and star power became paramount drivers for such transfers, signaling the dawn of an era where football intertwined deeply with global entertainment and commerce. Defining moments. Zidane's debut season at Real Madrid culminated in the coveted UEFA Champions League title in 2002. His contribution to this victory was immortalized by one of the most iconic goals in football history,
a breathtaking left-footed volley against Bayer Leverkusen in the final. This goal, a testament to his extraordinary technique and composure under pressure, remains a defining image of his career. Having experienced the frustration of reaching 2 Champions League finals with Juventus without lifting the trophy, Zidane's immediate success in securing this elusive European crown with Real Madrid fulfilled a profound personal and professional ambition. This achievement demonstrated that his move to the Spanish capital was a strategic masterstroke, providing him with the ideal platform and a supporting cast of world-class players to achieve the pinnacle of European club football. The goal itself became a powerful symbol of his elegance and technical mastery, showcasing his ability to deliver moments of pure genius on the grandest stage. Beyond the Champions League, Zidane also played a crucial role in Real Madrid's domestic success. He helped the club secure the La Liga title in 2003, further adding to his collection of major honors. His time at Real Madrid also saw him win an Intercontinental Cup in 2002 and a Supercopa de España in 2003. These trophies, combined with his individual brilliance, solidified his legendary status within the Galacticos era.
Life in Madrid. Life in the Galacticos era at Real Madrid was characterized by a constellation of footballing superstars and immense pressure to deliver titles. Within this environment, Zidane's unique leadership style became particularly evident. Despite the presence of numerous strong personalities and massive egos, Zidane was renowned for his quiet yet profoundly effective leadership. He led by example, earning the deep respect of his teammates through his unparalleled skill, humility, and dedication, rather than through overt displays of charisma or shouting. His teammates consistently lauded his talent and influence. Roberto Carlos, a fellow Galactico, famously stated, "There will never be another Ronaldo fenomeno," but also unequivocally declared Zidane as the best player he ever played with. Ronaldo Nazario himself, another legendary figure in that Real Madrid squad, echoed this sentiment, calling Zidane his best teammate at club level. He praised Zidane's class, describing him as different, very technical, and someone who made everything look easy. Even Michael Owen, who joined Madrid later in the Galacticos period, observed that even past their absolute peak, Ronaldo and Zidane showed more than enough to convince me that I would have loved to play with him at his peak. Teammates like Fernando Hierro and Paulo Montero described Zidane as quiet, shy, and transparent, yet an individual and humble leader who made the impossible look easy. This demonstrates that his presence and actions on the field spoke volumes, fostering cohesion and mutual respect within a team that could easily have fractured under the weight of its individual talents. His ability to navigate and unite such a star-studded dressing room, often through subtle influence and consistent performance, was a testament to his unique leadership qualities.
The final act, World Cup 2006 and controversies. Return to the national stage. After announcing his retirement from international football in 2004, Zinedine Zidane made a dramatic return to lead France in the 2006 FIFA World Cup. This decision, driven by a deep commitment to his country and a desire for one last international challenge, reignited hope among French fans. His presence proved transformative, as his outstanding individual performances propelled the French team through the tournament and into the final against Italy. Despite the ultimate outcome of the final, Zidane's individual brilliance throughout the competition was undeniable. He was awarded the Golden Ball as the tournament's best player, a testament to his enduring quality and influence even in the twilight of his career. This late career peak of influence and skill demonstrated his ability to maintain an elite level of play, proving that his genius transcended mere physical attributes. This period, often referred to as his last dance, set the stage for a dramatic and unforgettable conclusion to his playing career,
where his passion and temper would ultimately clash with his artistic brilliance.
The infamous headbutt. The 2006 World Cup final against Italy remains one of the most talked about and shocking moments in football history, forever intertwined with Zinedine Zidane's legacy. In extra time, with the score tied 1-1, Zidane having scored France's lone goal from a penalty kick, he infamously headbutted Italian defender Marco Materazzi in the chest. The incident was reportedly provoked by Materazzi's verbal taunts, specifically insults directed at Zidane's sister, Lila. Zidane later publicly acknowledged the provocation, stating, "He provoked me by talking about my sister, Lila. I'm not proud of it, but it's part of my career. At that time, I was more fragile. He didn't insult my mother, but he did insult my sister." This admission offered a glimpse into the intense emotional pressure and personal boundaries that, when crossed, could trigger such an explosive reaction from the usually composed Maestro. Zidane was shown a red card and ejected from the match, forced to watch from the dressing room as France ultimately lost to Italy on penalties. This ignoble exit marked a dramatic and controversial end to his illustrious playing career, leaving a lasting question mark over the perfect narrative of his final game. This headbutt, while a singular event, can be viewed as the culmination of a lifelong struggle with temper, rooted in his youth experiences. His own statement of being more fragile at the time suggests a psychological vulnerability despite his on-field greatness. This incident profoundly impacted his legacy, creating a complex duality, the elegant maestro versus the fiery individual. It serves as a powerful reminder that even the greatest athletes are human, capable of flaws that can, in dramatic fashion, overshadow their triumphs. The incident also sparked widespread debate about the psychological pressures on elite athletes and the nature of provocation in high-stakes competition. Recurring temper. The Materazzi headbutt, while the most famous, was not an isolated incident in Zidane's career. He had a documented history of disciplinary issues and moments of explosive temper throughout his playing days. He accumulated 14 red cards in his career, with 12 of them reportedly due to provocation. Early in his career at AS Cannes, his volatile nature was evident. He was disciplined and even punished with cleaning duty for punching an opponent who mocked his ghetto origins. This early behavior highlights how deeply ingrained this reactive trait was, stemming from his background and a fierce protectiveness of his identity. Later in his career, he continued to show flashes of this temper. He headbutted a player from SV Hamburg during a Champions League match in 2000, and he punched Siena player Bruno Cirillo in the dressing room, resulting in an 8-match ban. Highlighting these multiple instances of Zidane's temper throughout his career reveals that the 2006 headbutt was not an anomaly, but rather an extreme manifestation of a persistent character trait. This contrasts with the public image of the calm and composed maestro and adds a layer of complexity to his persona. It suggests that despite his efforts to channel his anger, as advised by his early coaches, this underlying trait remained a significant part of his character. This pattern raises questions about the immense pressures he faced, his capacity to manage intense emotions, and how this aspect of his personality, though often controlled, could erupt with significant and sometimes career-altering consequences.
Enduring legacy and post-playing impact.
Evolution of a player. Zinedine Zidane's playing style was a masterclass in midfield artistry, characterized by elegance, vision, passing precision, and unparalleled ball control. He was renowned for his ability to create space where none seemed to exist, often employing his signature roulette spin and delicate touches to evade defenders. Early in his career, particularly at Bordeaux and Juventus,
He was a rangy midfielder, possessing exceptional upper body strength and footwork skills. This physical presence, combined with his technical prowess, made him a formidable opponent. Throughout his career, Zidane demonstrated remarkable tactical flexibility. He seamlessly adapted his role based on team needs and opposition, sometimes operating deeper as a playmaker to dictate tempo and initiate attacks, and at other times pushing forward to link up with attackers and provide decisive contributions in the final third. This adaptability allowed him to remain effective even as the demands of the game evolved. However, Zidane himself acknowledged that the increased physicality and relentless pace of modern football might have presented challenges for him if he played today. Some critics noted that he could be slow, prone to fatigue, incoherent, and weak defensively at times. This suggests that his playing style, while technically sublime, was less reliant on raw athleticism and more on his superior footballing intelligence, vision, and exquisite ball manipulation. His ability to compensate for any physical limitations by evolving his game and adapting his tactical roles demonstrates the profound adaptability of his genius. This highlights a broader trend in football, where technical intelligence and strategic positioning can often overcome pure physical dominance, particularly for playmakers who operate in central areas. His longevity at the elite level was a testament to his capacity to adjust and remain a pivotal figure through his mental and technical attributes.
Influence on generations. Zinedine Zidane's impact on football extends far beyond his personal achievements. He is widely regarded as one of the most influential midfielders, inspiring generations of footballers globally, particularly those who aspire to play in central and attacking midfield roles. Players like Paul Pogba, Toni Kroos, and Marco Verratti have openly cited him as a major influence on their style of play. His enduring aesthetic and technical blueprint is evident in the way he transformed the perception of midfield play. He brought an unparalleled elegance, vision, passing, and ball control to the game, making complex maneuvers appear effortless. Zlatan Ibrahimovic famously captured this sentiment, stating, "When Zidane stepped onto the pitch, the other guys just got suddenly better. It was magic. He was a unique player. He was more than good. He came from another planet." This consistent praise from peers and pundits regarding his graceful movement and precise execution suggests that he established a new benchmark for midfield excellence. Even contemporary legends like Ronaldinho, known for his own unique flair, held Zidane in the highest regard, calling him one of the best footballers of all time, one of my idols. This widespread admiration indicates that Zidane's style became a fundamental blueprint for aspiring players, contributing significantly to the evolution of midfield play towards more technical, creative, and intelligent roles. His influence is not merely about winning titles, but about how he played the game, leaving a ripple effect that continues to shape the artistry and tactical approaches of modern football. His ability to inspire through his sheer artistry ensured his enduring legacy in the hearts and minds of football fans and players alike. Beyond the pitch. Zidane's influence did not cease with his retirement as a player. He embarked on a remarkable second act that further cemented his iconic status. Philanthropy and ambassadorial roles. Off the pitch, Zidane has consistently leveraged his global platform for philanthropic endeavors. Since 2001, he has served as a United Nations Development Program Goodwill Ambassador, regularly participating in charity matches alongside fellow football legend Ronaldo Nazario to raise awareness and funds for various causes. His commitment extends to supporting major sporting events,
He actively supported Paris's bids for the Olympic Games 2012 and 2024, and played a significant role as an ambassador for Qatar's successful bid to host the 2022 FIFA World Cup. He also contributed to building schools and houses for children's AIDS charities, demonstrating a tangible impact beyond the football field. Marketing endorsements. Zidane's global appeal made him a highly sought-after figure for major brands. He secured significant endorsement deals with companies such as Adidas, Lego, France Telecom, Orange, Audi, Volvic, Christian Dior, and Montblanc. His involvement in Adidas's Impossible is Nothing campaign in 2004, which featured a youthful Muhammad Ali, was a global effort designed to inject emotion and inspiration into the brand's image. His public image was meticulously managed, portraying him not just as an athlete, but as a family man and a powerful symbol of successful multiracial integration, which resonated deeply with broad commercial audiences. This careful cultivation of his persona was so deliberate that he reportedly rejected an endorsement deal for shopping bags, believing his image should not be degraded. This strategic approach to his brand demonstrates how athletes can effectively transition from sporting heroes to broader cultural and commercial figures.
Transition to management. After retiring as a player in 2006, Zidane took a hiatus before embarking on a new chapter as a football manager. He began his coaching career at Real Madrid Castilla, the club's reserve team, before being promoted to head coach of the first team in January 2016. His managerial tenure was nothing short of historic. He led Real Madrid to an unprecedented 3 consecutive UEFA Champions League titles from 2016 to 2018, a feat that had never been achieved before. Additionally, he secured 2 La Liga titles, 2016 to 2017 and 2019 to 2020, and was recognized as the best FIFA men's coach in 2017. His success as a coach, particularly his ability to manage a dressing room full of superstars, defied the common trend of great players failing in managerial roles. His leadership style, characterized by trust in players, an emphasis on team game, tactical flexibility, and effective communication, allowed him to operate as a quiet but effective leader. This unique approach, combining his unparalleled credibility as a player with astute man management, enabled him to translate his on-field genius into off-field strategic success. This rare second act of greatness further cemented his legacy, showcasing a profound understanding of both the tactical and human elements of football.
Conclusion: the unforgettable Zizou.
Zinedine Zidane's professional football life is an extraordinary narrative of talent, resilience, and profound impact. From his formative years in the challenging streets of La Castellane, Marseille, where football served as a vital escape and a crucible for his character, to his ascent as a global footballing monarch, Zidane's journey is a testament to his unwavering dedication and unique genius. His early experiences, including managing a fiery temper, laid the groundwork for the disciplined yet passionate player he would become. He forged his legendary status across Europe, first at Bordeaux, where he honed his playmaking artistry, and then at Juventus, where he achieved domestic dominance but yearned for the elusive Champions League. His pivotal role in France's 1998 World Cup victory, marked by personal redemption and a unifying cultural impact, transformed him into a national hero and a symbol of a new, diverse France. This was followed by Euro 2000, where his individual brilliance and leadership propelled France to further glory. The Galactico era at Real Madrid saw him achieve his ultimate club ambition, winning the Champions League with an iconic volley that encapsulated his elegant style. Within this constellation of stars, his quiet, humble leadership earned him the deep respect of his teammates, proving that influence could be wielded through example rather than overt command. His final act on the pitch at the 2006 World Cup, though ending in a moment of controversial passion, underscored the complex human element behind the sporting icon. This incident, while a blemish, also served as a stark reminder of the intense pressures and personal boundaries that even the greatest athletes face. Zidane's lasting imprint on football history is multifaceted. His playing style set a new aesthetic and technical standard for midfielders, inspiring generations to value elegance, vision, and ball control. Beyond the pitch, he strategically cultivated his image through philanthropy and endorsements, transitioning seamlessly into a global cultural figure. His unprecedented success as a manager, particularly his 3 consecutive Champions League titles with Real Madrid, further cemented his legacy, demonstrating a rare ability to translate on-field brilliance into off-field strategic mastery. Zinedine Zidane's name is etched not merely in statistics and trophy lists, but in the hearts and minds of football fans worldwide. He remains an unforgettable phenomenon, a testament to the enduring power of talent, resilience, and the beautiful game.